Big Smelly Bear by Britta Teckentrup. Big Smelly Bear never washed. Big Smelly Bear never brushed. Big Smelly Bear never took a bath. Big Smelly Bear was followed by a big smelly stink wherever he went. Flies buzzed all around him, but they were the only ones that ever came close. When the animals in the forest got a whiff of Big Smelly Bear, they ran away as quickly as they could. None of this seemed to bother Big Smelly Bear, but sometimes he did think that it would be nice to have a friend. There's Big Smelly Bear at the top of the hill. And a mouse is running away, and a deer is running away, because he stinks. He smells. Pew. Then one morning, everything changed. Big Smelly Bear woke up with the most terrible itch. He tried to scratch his back with his paw, but he couldn't reach. Uh-oh, there he is. Big and smelly with a bad itch. He's trying to scratch his back. Can't do it. He tried rolling on the ground in the dirt, but that didn't stop the itching either. Big Smelly Bear was itchier and dustier than ever. There's the flies. Big Smelly Bear. He's got a bad itch, and he's really dusty and stinky. He tried scratching his back with a tree branch, but that made the itch even itchier. There he is, scratching away at his back. He tried rubbing his back against the trunk of an old tree, but that didn't help at all. "I would scratch your back for you," said a voice from above, "but you are much too smelly." There's another bear willing to help out, but he smells too bad. Big Smelly Bear looked up and saw a big fluffy bear sitting in some branches. Big Fluffy Bear smiled at Big Smelly Bear. "Why don't you take a bath?" asked Big Fluffy Bear. "Then you wouldn't itch or smell." "Because I don't need a bath," replied Big Smelly Bear. "Oh, yes, he does need a bath. He stinks." Fluffy Bear's trying to help him. "Yes, you do," said Big Fluffy Bear. "No, I don't," said Big Smelly Bear. "Yes, you do," growled Big Fluffy Bear. "No, I do not," growling Big Smelly Bear back. "Yes, you do," cried Big Fluffy Bear. "No, I do not," shouted Big Smelly Bear. Look at that argument between the two. Big Fluffy Bear and Big Smelly Bear. Big Smelly Bear doesn't want to hear anything about getting clean. "Yes, you do," shouted Big Fluffy Bear. "Because you stink." Both big bears sat quietly for a minute. Then Big Smelly Bear sighed a big sigh. "Oh, all right," he said, and he stomped off grumpily down the hill to the pond. When Big Smelly Bear got out of the pond, he shook the water from his big body. Big Fluffy Bear jumped down from the tree and sniffed. "There," she said. "That's much better. Now you smell all clean." And she scratched his back for him. Well, look at that. Big Fluffy Bear scratching his back. That's very nice. It's because he doesn't stink anymore. Got a bath. The itch was gone. Big Smelly Bear sighed. "Whew, thank you," he said. Then he gave Big Fluffy Bear's back a little scratch too. "I'm not going to take any more baths," said Big Smelly Bear. Big Fluffy Bear smiled, and the two big bears had a little bear hug. Well, Big Smelly Bear just doesn't like baths. Well, here he is in the water. What happened? Big Smelly Bear liked Big Fluffy Bear very much, even though he said he would never bathe again. Sometimes late at night, he would wander down to the big pond. And can you guess what he was doing? Well, look at that. Big Smelly Bear is keeping himself nice and clean because he doesn't want to scare off Big Fluffy Bear, who he likes. She doesn't like when he smells, so he has to get himself nice and clean. And that's what he's doing. And look at that. There they are, going for a walk, holding hands, paws. And that was Big Smelly Bear.